Watch this famous movie clip.
Are these two in love?
It's about security.
What is that supposed to mean?
Money!
What are you
He's got a lot of money.
Now I hate you, you
Well, I hate
bastard.
You. If you leave here, I hate you.
When
hate you
have
if
you
you
ever
leave
paid any
here.
attention to anything that's been happening?
I guess not. I think I must have misread all of those signals.
I guess you did.
You're bored! You're bored and you know it. You wouldn't be here if there wasn't something missing.
Arrogant son of a bitch.
Would you just stay with me?
Stay with you. What for? Look at us. We're already fighting.
Well, that's what we do. We fight. You tell me when I'm being an arrogant son of a bitch, and I tell you when you're being a pain in the ass. Which you are, 99% of the time. I'm not afraid to hurt your feelings. They have like a 2-second rebound rate, and you're back doing the next pain in the ass thing.
So what?
So it's not gonna be easy. It's gonna be really hard. And we're gonna have to work at this every day, but I wanna do that because I want you. I want all of you, forever, you and me, every day. Will you do something for me? Please? You just picture your life for me? 30 years from now, 40 years from now? What's it look like? If it's with that guy, go. Go! I lost you once. I think I could do it again. If I thought it's what you really wanted. But don't you take the easy way out.
What easy way? There is no easy way. No matter what I do, somebody gets hurt.
Would you stop thinking about what everyone wants? Stop thinking about what I want, what he wants, what your parents want. What do you want? What do you want?
It's not that simple.
What do you want? God damn it, what do you want?
I have to go.
So what do you think? Are they in love?
I think so.
I think so.
I think so too. It's obviously a fight scene, which is proof that they're in love. So the scene starts out with him accusing her of being interested in the other guy for security, for money, right? And this is the quintessential inquiry, you know, do I go for the person I'm in love with or do I go for the high status person? She's obviously in a dilemma. He's more broke than the other one. He's high status, the other guy, more popular, more famous. And there's two different lives that are calling to her. And she really has to ask, which one does she want? One might be easier, but to live your whole life, even in luxury, but to not live into a true love relationship, I think some part of her knows she'll be missing out, which is why she's there.
Yeah.
Right? She's there.
Yeah. And whoever made this movie obviously understands love. Like they get it. Even though a lot of people criticize the movie and say, well, it's stylized and it's fake and so forth. I mean, certainly it's an art piece, but they really put the dilemma right there, right at the climax of the movie where she has to choose between going with and I mean, it's not like the other guy is a bad guy.
No.
Either. He's a sweet guy who's like, and if you need to be with that other guy, I understand. And so it's a tough one.
It's a tough one, but I actually do think your heart, your soul recognizes the partner that will be the trampoline for your dreams and the sanctuary for your soul. There's a recognition that this person, you can create a relationship that can last a lifetime. And some part of her, for whatever reason, does not seem to fully feel that with the other rich guy. And, you know, I'm a romantic. I'm a true love coach. So I am standing for her, fighting for her. I don't know what everyone else feels in the audience, but I think we all want her to get back with this guy, right? We can see the history of their love affair. We can see that it's actually based on who they are as people, like how they play, how they think. They fell in love as they were growing up. And I don't know. I want her to end up with him.
Yeah, well, also, I like the realism of it personally because they're fighting. And they're fighting right before they're about to kind of get married. And, you know, I mean, the statistics are that we fight more right about when we're about to get married and, you know, so forth. There's all this, like we're leaving behind our individuality. We're embracing this whole new world. And I also like the realism of him basically saying, look, this is going to be hard because you're a pain in the ass and so am I. And we're going to fight a lot. But that's literally like a part of love. And he's accepting we're going to do this anyway, right? In the future, we're going to have conflict anyway in the future. We might as well have it with each other. You might as well have this with someone you love.
And when he said, I want to do it with you.
Yeah.
I want all of you. He means the full spectrum of all her emotions, all her crazies, all her beauty. And then she burst into tears because that's what a woman really wants, to be loved in her entirety, no matter what, which we know the movie plays out. That's exactly what happens. I love when he says, I hate you. She says, I hate you. They literally both say, I hate you, which is kind of like considered taboo. That should never be said in a relationship. And in my understanding of love, hate, anger, rage, despair, all of it is part of what love is. And so when I heard them say, I hate you, I'm like, yeah, that's part of love too.
Yeah.
At no point did I think because I hate someone, it means I don't love them. Because the opposite of love is not hate. It's actually indifference. And so the rage and the frustration between them is actually just part of the passion. You can feel the tension between her wanting to go and wanting to stay and him closing the door and her crashing the car. So they're in a double bind and they're having to choose actually between self and other. He knows what he wants. He's like, I want you. And in fact, probably the reason he's broke and depressed is because the love of his life got away. Right? How do you cope after that? And she obviously never forgot about him. She thought he never wrote her the letters, and she's still coming around.
I don't know if he was broke. He was depressed, right? Because remember, he got the little inheritance from the dad, and then he fixed up the house, and he was trying, Yeah,
he wasn't broke, but compared to the other guy, he's broke.
Well, yeah, okay.
But when he said, you should tell me when I'm an asshole, and I'll tell you when you're a pain in the ass, what he's alluding to is the fact that your partner is a sacred mirror. It's their job to reflect back to you when you're out of alignment with your values, when you're acting out of rapport with your true essence, and to wake you up out of your trance, out of your wound-driven strategies and your patterns from childhood. And he's aware of that. He's got a kind of pragmatic awareness that their job is not just to skip around and be happy, but it's to stand for each other through thick or through thin, no matter what, and to wake each other up when they go into their patterns.
Yeah, I like the kind of the Freud callback stereotype too. He's like, well, what do you want? Damn it, what do you want?
I love when he says, I could handle you going with him if I knew it's what you wanted.
Right.
And that's where you feel the benevolence, the true motif of his care, because he actually wants to support what she wants, even though every cell in his body wants her to pick him. He said he could handle it if he knew it's what she wanted.
That's the moment where you know that he actually loves her.
And it's the quintessential dance between male and females where the man is quite clear what he wants. He has a strong sense of his self, his needs, his wants, his desire. And the woman is kind of confused. What do I want? She's trying to please everyone. She doesn't want to hurt the other guy's feelings. She doesn't want to hurt his feelings. She doesn't even have a clear sense of what is right for her, and he's demanding it. And I think in true love relationships, your partner stands for and demands your own individuality and sovereignty and truth coming up to surface. Because otherwise you don't really have a relationship with a real person. You have a relationship with someone who's trying to please you. He doesn't want her to be approval seeking. He says, I don't mind hurting your feelings, right? I think he's got a better map of what romance could look like. And he says, we're going to just fight. We're going to call each other out and we're going to stay in no matter what, all the way to the end. And that is the kind of love that lasts a lifetime.